So hi everyone, welcome back for another video on Star Trek Fleet Command. Now in this video we're going to look at yet another event, and you can see it over here. Okay, the event would be the Faction Hunt event. Okay, I'm not sure about you, some of you, now I'm just assuming here, some of you may find the Faction Hunt event a little bit of a drag because of the amount of hostiles that you need to kill. Okay, but I thought of doing this video so that perhaps my point of view could help you to approach this kind of event, where I guess the principles you can apply it generally on any event or anything at all that got to deal with hostile grinding, killing. Okay, so that you can actually maximize your output with the little that you put in. Okay, and for me the Faction Hunt event, it is like not hard at all, because grinding, hunting, farming is something that I do, so it comes naturally. But then you don't just go about farming or grinding anything, okay, because I guess you need to have a plan, a strategy, and you need to see what the event requires so that you are able to maximize your output. Okay, now let's just look at one of it. Okay, I guess the first thing that we need to do is to look at the payment structure. Okay, like how points are being rewarded, and then if the quantum or the difference or the intervals, okay, they are a bigger of a leap, that kind of thing, then what kind of level of hostile should you be hunting for that matter. Okay, so if you click on Klingon ships 1, okay, so these are the points that you're being rewarded. If you look at the quantum, they're actually not a lot, they're not too far apart. Okay, but what changes here would be this: the difficulty level that you might face. I mean, if you are at a level 28, and then if you're hitting level 26 to 28, hostiles that are just ripe for your level, you might face a lot more of difficulties, challenges, and then maybe resistance compared to hostiles that are a little bit lower than your current level. Okay, and Klingon ships number 2, you have this as well. Okay, so I'm at Ops 37. Okay, so if I were to hit any of these mobs, hostiles will be given like these points. Okay, then you have Klingon ships number 3. Okay, and then you also have the option of tearing up your ships and gain points. Okay, now there are some people who would consider this, and there are some events as well. The one that we had in the past, not so long ago, I forgot, was it in the, yes, it was in the Crucible of War, whereby you were given the option to tear up your ship to get extra points. Okay, now I don't normally go about like promoting that, like you should go and do that. Okay, tear up your ship to get extra points. Okay, because there are only so many tiers that you can go about with your ship, and then if you were to spend it on that small event, yeah, all these events, I regard them as small because they're not in an arc. The payout is not super good. Some may be better, but yeah, it's not like in the higher range kind of like payout system, that kind of thing. So I would want to save my tiering for a more significant kind of like event, and especially when you are needing or you will be needing resources to tear up your ship. Okay, so yeah, I mean for those parts on your ship or whatnot. Okay, so yes, so look at the point system. Now for me, and I've been doing this, so I am at Ops 37. Well, you might think that yeah, you're so high of an Ops level, but then hear me out, because the principle will be the same. Okay, and I've been doing it likewise as well. Okay, so I'm at the 37, and then I don't just go about hitting hostiles of my same level. Okay, I don't go about that. Okay, simply because I would want my ship to stay as long out there in the field, and I do not want to see my ship to be coming back to the base, repair, destroy, going out again. Okay, because time is a factor as well. Okay, so what I would normally do is I would go after, I may not be getting so many of points, I'll lower it a little bit, like I'll just target hostiles which are of this bracket range. Okay, so I would normally go for hostiles which are level 34 to 35, even though I'm only getting 9 points compared to what I may potentially get killing hostiles at my current level, 10 points. Now, this bracket will be much harder than this, and the difference in point is only like 1. Okay, so for me is this. Okay, I'd rather kill something that is lower of a level, being rewarded with a little bit lesser of a point, but then I'm staying out there longer. Okay, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, the amount of time that a ship spends, okay, regardless whether you are killing a hostile which is of your same level, of a lower level, of even a very easy level, let's say I'm 37 killing a hostile that is of a level 12, it should take the same amount of time. As in, for example, the moment when I click on this ship, the animation that takes place, the amount of time that you go about turning in circles, round and round, that kind of thing, it should be the same amount of time taken for all kinds of hostile. Okay, please correct me if I'm wrong on this, okay, because I noticed that it doesn't make any difference. It's not like I'm super big of level and I go on a level 12 hostile and then it just like 1 second done. Okay, it wasn't or it isn't like that. Okay, so this was what I noticed as well. So I believe that the amount of time that you spend killing is the same. Okay, but the other thing is this, is that you need to look at the system. If the system is populated with good amount of hostiles, okay, so that you do not need to spend, like, you do not need to find yourself killing one at this corner and finding the other at another corner. You get what I'm saying? Because that matters too. I mean, it is time spent to hunt them down. Okay, so normally what I would do, and this would be my personal recommended list of the systems that I would normally go to when it comes to faction hunt events, okay, or any events that require you to keep killing, constantly killing, grinding to get those points. Okay, so if you're in the Romulan space, I would recommend Vendor. Okay, Vendor, if you just look at this, okay, and this is just like passive. Okay, there are no active farmers as in like people killing. Okay, because I noticed this as well, that the activity picks up in the system when there are people farming. Okay, so it has more hostiles being spawned, it gets busier, and then you get more hostiles in that particular system. Okay, so Vendor is one, and if you were to go to let me get this done. Okay, with key mapping is so easy. Okay, now if you're in Federation space, okay, then I would recommend this. Okay, if you're in Fed, I would recommend, where are you, Tau Ceti. Okay, just look at this, the amount of hostiles, they are like everywhere. Okay, so the amount of time that you need to travel from one hostile to another, it is greatly reduced, and this will help save the time, shave some time, some seconds here and there. Okay, and it adds up. Okay, so if you're in Romulan space, so it is Vendor. Then if you're in Federation space, it'll be Tau Ceti. Okay, and if you're in Klingon space, it'll be, yes, Beta Pente. Is that how you pronounce it? Okay, Beta Pente should be somewhere here. There you go, Beta Pente. Okay, so this would be the 3 systems that I would recommend when you approach events like this. And as a cherry on top, that kind of thing, you also do get the faction scouts in these systems as well. So while you're doing your grinding, your farming, okay, you still get to kill a few scouts here and there, and over time you get to collect those messages as well. Okay, and then you can use it to redeem more faction credits. Okay, so yes, so I'd like to repeat again. Okay, when you approach these kind of events, okay, you need to look at the point system. Okay, I believe the point system actually sets the tone on what kind of hostile level that you should be focusing on, because if the quantum or the leap is not too far off from one bracket to another, then yeah, I always go for the one lower so that I can last longer in the field, and then based on my number of kills, it'll be more efficient. Okay, overall. Okay. Now the second thing would be to look at the system whereby the spawn rates of the hostiles are more or less, that kind of thing, so that you spend lesser time traveling from one corner of the system to the other corner. And yeah, as a cherry on top to seal this off, okay, so this would be the three kind of systems that I would highly recommend. Okay, if you're in Romulan space, you'll be Vendor. If you're in Federation space, it'll be Tau Ceti. And then if you're in Klingon space, it'll be Beta Pente. Okay, so yes, if you like this video and you feel that it has helped you to look at things from a different kind of perspective, do remember, please help me to destroy the like button, because it will trigger the YouTube algorithm and will help me promote my channel as well. Okay, and if you have not already been doing this, okay, subscribe to my channel too. Okay, because I believe in creating contents that would bring you value. Okay, I'm sharing you my thought process and how I'm doing things, how I'm looking at things, so that it is not just something that's too far-fetched for you, but it is somewhere that you can apply and perhaps see how you could approach certain things in SAFC in from a different perspective perhaps. Okay, so yeah, okay, so that's all for this video. I hope you like it. See you in the next video. Live long and prosper. See ya. Bye.